One evening, I checked the analytics and something clicked that hadn't clicked before in all the time I've spent doing this for other people. I launched this channel from a family vacation, thus the bug bites all over my neck and my face. Everything was scheduled, everything was produced, and my expectations were super low. I figured the shorts would peak around like maybe 400 or 500 views if things went well. One short was over 1,000 views, and then a second one hit that too. And for the first time, I understood exactly why they performed and what to do next. My name is Michael Reynolds. This is Build in Public. Let's get into the data. Let me start with the number that matters the most. 688 people saw the thumbnail for the first Hard Truths episode in week 1. And only 15 clicked on it. That is a 1.2 CTR on a 15-minute fully produced episode that I spent more time on than anything else this channel has ever published. And that is not a content problem. I've watched it back and I checked. The content is solid, in my humble opinion. That is a packaging problem. The thumbnail and the title are not doing their job. And that's the number that tells me exactly what to fix, not the content, the packaging. Here's the full picture around it. 3,274 total views, 23 subscribers, 14 hours of watch time, views and watch time both up over 999% compared to the week before, which sounds incredible until you realize the week before was essentially zero. The channel published 6 pieces of content, 4 shorts, and 2 long-form videos. The shorts accounted for 99% of all the views. The long-form episodes were nearly invisible. Both long-form episodes tell slightly different stories, though. Hard Truths Episode 1, 688 impressions, 1.2 CTR, 15 views. The packaging is the problem. Build in Public Episode 1, 157 impressions, 3.2 CTR, 9 views. That's a meaningfully better click-through rate. The $1 million mistake thumbnail is outperforming Hard Truths 1 packaging by almost 3 times. Small sample, but a real signal about what the ICP responds to. And the traffic source breakdown on Build in Public 1 is different from everything else on this channel. 42.9% browse features, meaning YouTube is surfacing it to logged in users on their homepage, not just through the Shorts feed. That's the second traffic engine I'm trying to build. It's small right now, but it's there. One more number worth noting. The audience is coming in at 98.9 male, 25 to 44 years old, US and English speaking markets leading. That is exactly the ICP that this channel is built for, and they found it in a week 1 without any targeting or paid promotion. Here's where it gets interesting. I didn't plan to run an experiment in week 1, but here we are. Looking back at the data, that is exactly what happened. I published 5 shorts across the first 7 days, and without intending to, I published 2 completely different types of content and got completely different results from each. The first type, I'm going to call this observational shorts, content where I'm describing a problem, calling out a trend, pointing at something I see in the market. Your AI content sounds like everyone else's, is the simple, clearest example. 1,009 views, 0 subscribers. The second type, instructional shorts, content where I'm teaching something specifically with my name on it, a named method, a concrete framework, steps the viewer can actually use. The poll prompting method is the example of that. 857 views and 2 subscribers. The view counts are similar. The subscriber conversion is not. Observational content gets views. Instructional content gets subscribers. I want to be careful here because 5 shorts over 6 days is not enough data to call this a formula. I see a pattern, maybe, a hypothesis worth testing deliberately, but the signal was consistent enough that it changed how I was approaching everything going forward. And then the data got really complicated. A short called "The Exact Moment We Realized YouTube Wasn't Working" a personal narrative short. Me telling the story of why we shut down 2 previous attempts at this channel started climbing after the first week. 685 views and plus 3 subscribers, 56.4% retention, better retention than almost anything else on this channel. That short broke the pattern. It's not instructional. It doesn't teach a methodology or give you a framework. It's a story. And it converted subscribers at a higher rate than the observational shorts and the instructional ones. So now I have a third category that I did not account for. It's not observational and it's not instructional. Personal narrative, content where the value isn't a framework that you can use. It's a story that makes you feel like you know what the person is talking about. And apparently that converts too. I thought I had the pattern figured out. Then the data added a variable I had not planned for. That's exactly what week 1 of a channel launch is supposed to look like. And it showed up in real time with "nobody owns this space," a bold claim, a strong observation about the podcasting agency market, hitting 782 views and plateauing completely. Flat curve, no subscribers. Observational, no methodology, no story, no actionable takeaway, plateau. So the working hypothesis going into week 2 is this: observational content gets views, but it doesn't convert. Instructional content converts subscribers. Personal narrative, hey, maybe it might do both. And we're going to test all 3 deliberately. And here's what makes the personal narrative data point even more interesting. That short was essentially invisible on the first day. Flat curve, minimal distribution. Then something changed at day 2. YouTube had tested it, seen the 56% retention holding, and opened the distribution tap. 567 of its 696 total views came in the last 48 hours and still climbing. Compare that directly to "nobody owns this space." Big spike in the first few hours. YouTube pulled back when the retention didn't hold. Flat ever since. Fast burn with no fuel versus a short that needed 1 day to prove itself. And then it took off. I don't fully understand yet why the vulnerable, specific first-person moment outperforms the bold claim, but the data is consistent enough that it's changing how I think about what needs to show up on camera going forward. So here's the problem that creates in the short term. I have 2 observational shorts already filmed and edited and scheduled to go live this week. What do? You could leave them, hope the pattern doesn't hold, or you could treat the data as a decision and act on it. So we acted on it. 2 shorts are being reshot entirely before they go live, not tweaked, not patched with a new hook bolted onto the existing footage, reshot from scratch with the full script rebuilt around what the data is actually telling us. We turned around both scripts in 48 hours, which is exactly what the done for you model looks like when it's running the way that it should. Short 2 from the Hard Truths episode was originally a clip about why founders don't create content. Good content, observational, it would have plateaued. The new version is built around a single insight that came directly from a real client story. The idea that the time founders say that they don't have is actually already there in the conversations they're already having. It has a knowledge gap hook, a specific client story, a named reframe, and a CTA that tells the viewer exactly what they're subscribing for. Short 3 was the identity section from the same episode. Emotionally resonant and also observational. No named concept, no actionable close. The new version introduces a named concept, the identity trap, and closes with one specific action the viewer can take this week. Post before you're confident is the line. It's the most quotable thing I've written for this channel so far. Both of these decisions came directly from the data, not from the content strategy I had planned in advance, from watching what actually happened and adjusting in real time. That's what Build in Public is supposed to be, not a highlight reel, the actual process. So here's where this channel stands and where it's going. The first 30 days is one question. What does this channel need to do consistently to get YouTube to distribute it beyond the Shorts feed? Right now, 92.9% of traffic is coming from Shorts. That's one source. one algorithm shift could flatten it overnight. The goal for the next 30 days is to crack that, to figure out what combination of packaging and keywords and consistency gets the long form episodes converting the way the shorts are. When that happens, and the data will tell us when it does, the channel has 2 engines instead of 1. After that, the problem changes completely. 30 days to figure out the algorithm, and then 60 days to figure out the community, you guys. How do you get people to come back? How do you convert viewers into subscribers, into actual clients? That's a different challenge, and we'll document that in the same way. Week 1 told me this channel can perform. It told me exactly why it performed and exactly what to fix. That's more than most channels learn in their first month. And if you're a founder who's been thinking about starting a channel for 2 years, or more, watching someone else figure this out in real time with real numbers, making real decisions on camera, I hope this episode made that feel more possible than it did before you clicked on it. I'm Michael Reynolds. We do this every Thursday. Real numbers, real decisions, no editing out the parts that don't work. Subscribe if you want to watch what actually happens. I'll see you Thursday.